From Windsor Park to the far side of Europe, the amalgamation of Northern Ireland supporters clubs has fans' interests at heart.
The strapline we use is for fans by fans.
But we're in there fighting the fans' corner, and everything we do is for out there to try and make the atmosphere better, to try and make their experience better.
Because I think it's important that everybody, recognises the work that the amalgamation does.
It's an incredible commitment, but it's one that is thanked by an awful lot of people in Northern Ireland.
I just want to thank you all for being able to come tonight. I think bar one or two people, everybody that invited was able to come.
The amalgamation was set up in 1997 when a group of Northern Ireland fans got together to have their voices heard.
Well, in those days, there weren't big numbers following Northern Ireland, especially away from home, and most people knew each other. There were issues when they're maybe unhappy with ticket pricing or other arrangements. The collection of tickets at away games was an example in the 1990s, and the older heads within the clubs just felt it was better to have a collective voice. And there were some discussions between clubs during away trips in late 1997, and the organisation was set up the following year.
And the call to action was humbly advertised in a match programme, no less. The amalgamation has become an integral part of the Northern Ireland fan community, attending events and helping clubs with fundraisers in whatever way they can. But their reach is felt far from Northern Ireland. Being affiliated with Football Supporters Europe, the amalgamation works closely with fan groups from across the continent, helping with planning for away fixtures. These connections have also allowed the amalgamation to lobby for better treatment of away fans at UEFA international matches.
Well, I think it's always important for fans to have a voice and to have some sort of representation to make their voice heard. And we provide the ability for people to do that. We can't always get it right all the time. We can't always do everything that people ask us to do, but we do try to be constructive. Which at times it's challenging because we're an entirely voluntary organisation. None of us get paid for the work we do for fans. But really we're there to provide support for fans. We're there to try and give them a voice. And so if fans come to us with issues, whether it's around match experience or providing support and information for away games, we're there to try and offer that helping hand.
It's about people from all around different parts of the country. So say we've Londonderry, Armagh, we've Newry, we've Omagh, we've clubs all the way up the country. So it's good to have a broad spectrum, if you want, from fans all over. And as Gary says, it's not all about a Belfast thing. So it's good to have so many different people with an input from all over the country,
When we went around our clubs, and it took us a couple of years to do that because you're talking, between 50 and 60 clubs, and we made a point of going to them all. And we wanted to tell them about organisation, what we do, but we wanted to listen to them and get their feedback. And one of the things that the people were asking us to do was to try and work on getting the atmosphere lifted. Obviously, that succeeds better when the team is doing better, but you have to try and start somewhere. So at the start of the Nations League campaign last year, we got together a group of what I would call younger fans from 18 to mid-30s and just asked them to give us ideas.
In an attempt to further improve the atmosphere, a study visit was made to St James's Park to see how Newcastle United fans plan their flag displays. And ideas were brought back from Tyneside.
Even things like the big waiver flags that we have at the front of the cup, where the drum was positioned in the cup, just trying to sort of raise awareness about new song lyrics and different other things.
The main involvement for me at Windsor is just the atmosphere. Everybody supports different teams in leagues and stuff, but when you come and you support Northern Ireland, you're not a Liverpool supporter supporting Northern Ireland or a Man United supporter supporting Northern Ireland, you're a Northern Ireland supporter supporting Northern Ireland. Everybody comes to support because they love the country so much.
One of the ideas that came from the Windsor Roar was encouraging the next generation. And on match day in Belfast, as the players arrive and fans start making their way into the ground, Gary and his team are putting one of those plans into action.
Basically, we had 6 or 7 people there helping me from our committee and from Windsor Roar, and we just offered out a free scarf to children. There's no really fits. Okay. Yes, man. Yeah. We're giving some out to kids for nothing tonight. Just be a good supporter, all right? You read what that says, and you stick with a team no matter what happens, alright, mate? No problem. We're giving out 200 scarves to children at the match tonight, and we're also giving them out this little flyer, which is just encouraging the right behaviour for fans. To be a good ambassador for Northern Ireland, wear your shirt, bring your scarf, sing loudly and respect others. And that's what we're doing tonight. It's just a little bit of PR, encouraging the next generation, which is a big part of what Windsor Roar's doing. So we've got a team of guys here helping me, and we're sort of getting through the scarves rightly. Okay, there's 2 scarves now. Each child got a flyer along with a scarf, so flyer first, then scarf, to make sure they got the message before they got the scarf, and it didn't take us very long to get rid of them. And that, all right?
And I was nearly in tears, and I would see some of the kids' faces, just getting something for nothing, but they're a good quality scarf. And the kids are walking up, you want a wee scarf? What? And you can see the smile on their face, so you have to think of the future.
You could see the enthusiasm among the people who were helping, and again, some great feedback from grateful parents who said that they were delighted their child was so happy to receive this gift, and also from the guys who were helping me just commenting about the enjoyment they got out of seeing the smiles on the children's faces. So it's always nice to do something good.
Match day doesn't end there for the amalgamation, however, as other roles keep them busy.
We'll give you the tickets, all right? I'm our representative on the AFA Council, and that allows you to have access to a couple of tickets for guests. You go in here, you go in on the left, second floor. Those 2 tickets allow us to invite different people, and on some occasions someone who's maybe has an illness or has been ill. On occasions we've made tickets available for charities to allow them to raise funds. We've done that a couple of times this year. And it's just a nice thing to be able to do, and in the position that we're in, that if you can help someone do some good, I really think you should do that. If you see us doing the thing, string their scarves around your head, join in, you're allowed to do that up there. I promise they'll not throw you out.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Dan, enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
I have a quite large group of people who volunteer to help, and in different ways. So we've quite a good team of people, and really it just couldn't be done without all those people and all the little jobs that they do to help to make it happen.
While the aim is to always make being a fan a more enjoyable experience, Gary has planned a thank you night for some of his volunteers.
I mean, I've guys who've been on the committee with me for 20 years who've never asked for a penny for petrol or anything, and I just, you don't want people to think that their help is taken for granted, and I just wanted to be able to organise something to thank them for what they do to help, and just to let them know that they're appreciated and valued in all our work.
As a thank you, they have been invited to an intimate night with Northern Ireland legend Keith Gillespie at Windsor Park.
It's nice to sort of, speak to people and, supporters, and talk about old times as well from when I played.
6,000-8,000 people down watching you was.
Before the night finishes, a small presentation is made to Nigel, a committee member who has had a difficult year.
Because I think it's important that everybody, recognises the work that the amalgamation does, because at the end of the day, they're only doing, for the good of the football team. So yeah, they're doing a fantastic job, and long may it continue.
The amalgamation is fantastic. The amount of work that they do for the different supporters clubs, the different fans.
And I think particularly for us to be connecting with younger supporters is very, very important, because you don't want to lose touch, and you want to make sure that your other messaging is getting out around the values that we hold as supporters and how we conduct ourselves as fans.
From Windsor Park to the far side of Europe, the amalgamation of Northern Ireland supporters clubs will continue to have fans' interests at heart. In 2024, the amalgamation set up Spirit of 2016, an online supporters club that allows individuals to affiliate to the organisation. Membership of the club is free, and you can contact the amalgamation through any of its platforms to apply to join.